This is what we're gonna do. Straight from the can, we're going to make some hummus without the potassium sorbate, and the flavors, well, that's up to you. The ingredients really easy here. You're gonna start with 1 or 2 cans of garbanzo beans, and depending on how big a crowd. Another key ingredient for really making it nice and silky here is going to be tahini, which is nothing but roasted sesame seeds. And when you're buying this, look at the ingredients list, because that's all it should say is roasted sesame seed. Then it's turned into the paste that you see here. This is roasted garlic. You can use fresh garlic. I just find a fresh garlic, especially in the hummus after it sits a little bit, all you taste is the garlic. So the roasted garlic, which is basically just putting some garlic in the oven, a little bit of olive oil, and letting it cook until it gets nice and buttery soft. It'll soften the garlic flavor. It'll have that nice hint, plus it brings a little nuttiness to it with the roasting of the garlic. Now, this isn't going straight from the can. You are going to have to cook it a little bit. Technically, you can go right from the can, but your hummus is going to be very grainy and gritty. So to get rid of that, we're going to cook and just using the liquid that's in the can and just add enough water just to cover the beans. And then what we're going to do here, we'll use a slotted spoon. We'll remove these and we're going to reserve some of the liquid. And that's going to help us when we try to thin it out here, and so we don't have to use a lot of oil. All right, we're going to start first by just giving this a quick couple of spins to start to thin it down, or mash these up, and then we'll start to add in some of the tahini paste. And just like that, it starts to break down. Add some of our roasted sesame seeds. I'm going to do these in batches until I get the consistency that I want. And I tell you what, since we're here, let's go ahead and we'll add a little bit of garlic and start putting that into it. All right, so at this point, I'm going to add a little bit of oil. By the way, the stuff that you're getting in those plastic tubs is using other types of oils that aren't as healthy as olive oil. The olive oil loosened it up just enough that it's starting to move now. And I'm going to help it a little bit more by taking some of our reserve liquid and just drizzling it in to get the consistency that I'm looking for. I want it to be firm enough that it would hold, you know, a chip upright. Ooh, it's getting a nice consistency. And it's getting there. Let's put some salt on it. Just a couple little sprinkles and a little bit of a lemon squeeze. I'll use my fingers to catch any seeds that might be in here. I would say if you're measuring, that's probably about 1/2 tablespoon. Add a little bit more tahini. And if you're allergic to sesame seeds, you can use unsweetened peanut butter, or you can use almond butter, sunflower butter. Any of those will work in the same idea. It's just that roasted flavor that comes from it. Yes, that is what we're looking for. All right, I want to get all the little skins and pieces that might be stuck to the side. So we'll use one of our kitchen essentials, by the way. You can always go back and watch that on demand. But spatulas, these rubber spatulas, they are absolutely awesome in the kitchen. Get down in every morsel. All right, we've got it just the way we want it. It's going to be really nice and silky smooth. It's not going to be gritty. The tahini helps make it more like an even texture. And by cooking the garbanzo bean or chickpea there for about 20 minutes, it also helps to open up the starches that are in there. So as you're processing it, it takes away the grittiness that you would find if you just made it without cooking it first from the can. Oh, it's got a really nice back flavor there of that roasted garlic. Depending on the group that you're serving it to, if they like it spicy, you can make it spicy. You can make it tangy. You can even make it sweet. And there's one that I saw just recently that's made with chocolate. I'm still trying to get my mind around that, but let's flavor this in a few different ways. Maybe there's something that'll tickle your taste buds. Once you get them flavored the way that you want, all you need next is the dippers, whether it's going to be a carrot, your various potato chips, something just to get some of the hummus. Oh, let me get some of that sriracha on here so you've got something tasty to eat. And here's one other option. You can also leave it plain and it makes a great spread for a sandwich. Come on, you can join me a little bit of turkey here in a little bit. Put a tomato on top and that is tasty. Whether tangy, spicy, or a little bit of zip there with that cayenne. Flavor it the way you want. Don't put any potassium sorbate in it. I mean, really, what is potassium sorbate anyway? Potassium sorbate free, easy to make. You know what that is right there? It's goodness out of a can, and it's not nonsense. Nunnsense.